Got this back late last night. This is a tailgate, but the rest is there. So what drew me to this truck, it's a long bed. It's got some rust, obviously. It's not perfect. What drew me to this truck is I used to have a long bed 4 in the floor. That's a 4 in the floor with a high hump. So 3 pedals. And also a 360 in it. 360 is not locked up, but as you can see, some rats have had their fun over here with the wiring and the spark plug wires. So we'll have to touch that up, no big deal, and then see if this thing will run. I bet it does, but it's not in bad shape, or doesn't appear to be anyway. So also lucky for me with this green truck, the Ford down there has a ton of parts, including probably an extra mirror, so I can kind of rob a few things out of there since somebody still hasn't bought it. I may start parting that one out, so whatever I need for this one I can surely get. Probably the oddest thing on this truck is we have a West Coast mirror on that side and a later model, I think a bullnose mirror on this side. I don't know why you would not keep both big mirrors unless they're planning on swapping these small ones, but that just threw me for a loop. But yeah, pretty bare bones in the interior. Nothing special, nothing crazy. Does have a headliner, which they all didn't. We are back working on this Ford that we got in the other day. We have yet to have a chance to really mess with it. So we'll take this t-shirt off the carb. It's a little nasty, but we're going to kind of clean it up a little bit. So it looks like it's got an auto light tag on it. So whether it's a knockoff auto light or not, I don't know. I will probably throw a fuel filter and some rubber on here just to catch anything, to keep it from going to the carb. And then obviously the glaring problem in the room, these wires are chewed up. I haven't got wires yet because my rule is try to make it run with what you have before you go spending money on parts that well, obviously we're going to need wires, but we have some leftover used ones that are in decent shape. This coil wire is obviously toast. Went ahead and found another one, so we're going to replace what we have to get this thing running right now, and then we'll order parts later on. As you can see, we have some mismatched wires, but at least there's no open wires anymore. I don't know if the coil's any good. It is barely turning over. When I mean barely, I mean barely. It just feels like it's not getting full power. We changed this out so far. I think this is a known good one. We're not sure. I think the issue is going to be in the cables. When I grabbed one, it was super hot and just not in great shape. So we're going to replace the cables real quick. We have extras, so might as well. Anything we can do to get it spin faster is going to be easier to get it to start. So we're going to work on that next. All right, let's see if she'll run. All right, we went through my entire stash of ground wires, power wires, and then we ditched this because it was kind of also really bad. It's just laying there. We are still not getting fire, and this battery is getting kind of weak now. We're not getting fire. Most likely it's this module down here. It's typically what it is. I happen to have a spare coil laying around, so I threw that on to no avail. So most likely it's going to be that module, and if I'm lucky, this other truck down here has one still in it. I can rob it, and then also we can figure out maybe something in the cap and wire. These wires aren't great or ideal, but should still give me fire at least. Well, let's see if she'll run. Attempt number like 60, I think, something like that. she's alive. Sounds like I got a little lifter tap. All right, well, she's alive under somewhat her own power. I did put some fuel in the tank. Didn't really pull much in here in the bowl. But I got a little lifter tap, which probably because this thing hasn't been ran in a while, but that is a good sign of life. Okay, now that we got it to pop over for at least, 5-10 seconds, we can start working on maintenance items now. Obviously we need plug wires, we probably need spark plugs, definitely an oil change, and these parts were bad, so that leads me to believe that there's probably more stuff that definitely needs replacing. This is pretty common, the DuraSpark box. I'll probably call that the wrong name. Somebody's gonna correct me, it's fine. And then the junction box, if you got a little weak turn, that's usually where it is, somewhere in there. Or the lines, we just went ahead and replaced it all. I'm sure the cap and rotor could use some work as well, but for now it is running. The carb is leaking a little bit of fuel, but it's not bad. We're gonna try to get fuel going to it. So far it is not getting but a little bit, so leads me to believe the fuel pump is probably bad as well. So we will continue on working on this thing.